We're back after a month away whilst we waited for things to resolve themselves for the first round of the 10th season of the AIF Star Championship. It's a front row from Maurer Motorsport. Johnny Cicotto moving there from Minardi is partnered by his new teammate Manfred Winkelhock. Third on the grid, a superb performance by Satoru Nakajima, who returns with Team Nova. He is joined on the second row by Route Racing's rookie Martin Brundle. Third row is Tim Schenk and Ferrafade, alongside Andrea de Cesaris at the new Marlborough Junior team. He's ahead of his teammate Edgett Elg, who's moved over from Maurer Motorsport, and is joined by Derek Daly, the reigning Formula Junior champion at Project 4. The top 10s rounds out by Patrick Tombe and Michel Leclerc, last season teammates at Acuri Elf, now teammates at March. 11th on the grid, Derek Warwick at Team Nova, a rookie, partnered by Ignacio Ginti, who goes into his third season for Tekno. 13th, the rookie alongside Ginty, Vittorio Brambilla. He is joined by Jeff Lees, who's moved to Route, replacing Alicia Salazar. The 8th row is the two Acuri Elf cars. The Season 8 champion, Jean-Pierre Jussot, is partnered by the rookie Adam Ferte. Chico Serra's moved from Project 4 to Ferrafate. He starts 17th ahead of the man who replaced him, Stephen South. And the two Minardis on the back row. Elio De Angelis is 20th, just behind his new teammate Giancarlo Martini.
Yep, a new grid then, and already an interesting setup for this race. Both ends of the grid picking different tyres to the rest of it. So got soft tyres, medium tyres, and hard tyres been running this race at least. But yeah, it's gonna be interesting, this new sort of grid. Although we obviously get a new grid every season, but this seems to be a big wholesale change for the championship. What's going to be the state of play, really? Is someone like Brundle going to emerge as a favourite, or is it going to be, as you already said, of course, reigning champion of Formula Junior, Derek Daly? Is he going to turn up? An Irish driver, indeed, as well, which we've, I don't think, encountered for ever, really, actually.
No, I don't believe we have.
In any AIC championship, I don't think. I mean, we had Jordan in the championship, like, briefly, at one point.
Yep.
But no drivers from Ireland, I don't believe. Anyway. Not far away from the start of round one, then, at Istanbul, which has held an opening round and closing round of the championship before, but 5 lights ahead of us now for the start of the season. And we're underway in Turkey as we head down to a very slow turn one, and not much changing in the top 10. A few positions backwards changing. I think De Angelis, South, Martini exchanging positions, Ferte and just so, as well as now the top 10 is changing with Elg down a position, Daly down to 10th from I think 8th on the grid, Tombe making moves. And I think the Cesaris maybe he's made a move as Brundle's gone back 2 positions within one corner to 6th.
Yeah, de Cesaris coming forward. I think he's the one who a lot of people expect to be winning the championship. But we'll see. It's very early stages. So Cicotto is running away. Nakajima doing well to keep with Winkelhock. The two Marlborough cars moving up. And Tombe with a fantastic start from 9th. He's up to 5th already. He's the real big gainer on this first lap.
Yeah, but it's only briefly because he's now back down. But again, Brundle's made a horrendous start. He's down to 8th place from, I think it was 5th on the grid. There's Schenken was even higher, in fact. Brundle now 9th. So it's all tumbling about with this early part of the race. Cesaris, the big mover, into 4th and breaking away from his teammate Elg and Brundle. But Brundle's recovered. I think, to be fair, a lot of that was boosting anyway, wasn't it? A lot of the
there's a lot of boost to start the lap, as always. But it's very early stages. I don't think the Maurers are making as much progress, as much of a gap as they need to.
Yeah. Nakajima's too close, and that's going to bring de Cesaris once he gets DRS to Winkelhock, and that will in turn bring him to Cicotto. Cicotto looks like he's trying to make a break though, and he's doing successfully. I think he's got the biggest gap of anyone to the next car in the top 10 at the moment, but that's rather inevitable with how early races go here. Cesaris now 3rd.
Yeah, it's what you'd expect to see, but he's going to be pitting soon. They're going to obviously be 3 stopping, I expect.
Lee's briefly getting back towards the top 10 after quite poor qualifying, but tumbling about with all this melee in the lower half of the midfield, basically.
Yeah, keep an eye out on the two Minardis. They're still on the back of the field. They're on the strategy which
Yeah,
won last season, but it
yeah.
was much
I
later in
think
the
at
season. The tyres
Turkey,
were better.
going longer, you get a quite a good offset here if you go longer. As in your
Yeah,
tyres, as in the end of the next stint, you're going to be so much quicker, more than you are going to gain from an undercut, I might suggest.
yeah, Chicotto there with purple sectors running away at the front. Winkelhock doing a decent
Chezres
job
has
in
broken
second.
away from Nakajima.
Yeah,
So
I mean, this is what we expect, I think, from De
this
Cesaris,
is what we
based
expected
on...
last season, but the
Yeah,
car was just too poor. He couldn't do anything. That said, he
no, you
wasn't
got a single
amazing.
point.
Yeah, he was more amazing towards the end of the season, I would suggest, rather than earlier. Earlier, I
Yeah,
think he was about level with Sarah.
Sarah.
Yeah, but Sarah slowly petered out and now is finding himself in a bit of spot of bother in the Ferrofay compared to his teammate, although he's not far behind him, it just is in positions.
Yeah, expect Sarah will not see out the season unless he can produce some good performances. Ferrofay really looking for a top driver again, because Roberto Guerrero's cameos last season were not as good as he was when he was previously at the team. Johnny Ciccotti did a decent job there before moving off, but he was not a star. They haven't really seen anyone particularly fantastic since Guerrero's first into the team, which was about 5 seasons ago.
Yeah, Winkelhock
So
in then.
Winkelhock comes in.
Yeah. So Ciccotti will
Tombe
be
passing
next up.
Leclerc.
Yep. So now, the question is how much can the Cesaris break away from the field behind him, because Ciccotti's rather an irrelevance as probably is
But
Winkelhock.
Cicotto's still the fastest guy on the circuit. He's still pulling away
Yeah.
from De Cesaris.
Yeah, he's the quicker of the two. He's
He's doing a
been
good
sort
job.
of. He's had good performances in Formula Junior. Sorry, in well, he did, to be fair, in Formula Junior as well before he got it, but not many. But he's been underrated in some respects in the start. But fleeting has his performance been really. He's been great. Races.
Yeah, I think he's won 2 races.
His 2
both at
races,
Singapore.
yeah, and they're both at Singapore in their homage to Gonzalo Rodriguez almost.
Yeah. He's got a decent number of podiums. Finished top 8 in the
Brundle
championship.
breaking
on both
away
occasions.
from the rest of the pack he just passed the previous lap, but he's not going to be able to do enough to stay far ahead of Tombo.
So Cicotto is in. De Cesaris leads him from
I
L1.
wonder if the top
2.
3 that's going to ensue here within this next lap are going to be all on their own. Because I have a
Also, I
feeling...
wonder if it's going to be the top 3 in the championship, because these are I think the 2 teams that we really expect to be fighting were Ralt and the Marlboro Junior team.
Yeah. We've got a Formula Junior champion, Cesaris. We've got L, who I think was... I don't know if he only ever... I think
He was runner-up.
I think he was runner-up, as was Brundle as well, and Brundle was runner-up to...
Chiso, was it? Or Jabri?
I think it was Jabri who won a lot of races with Alfa Romeo that season, but that is it's rather unsurprising where they find themselves. I don't think Tombe's far enough back. No, he is.
He is.
So the top
Berthe
3.
with a decent
So
run.
the top 3 seem to be the cars that are probably quickest at this moment. And surprisingly, one of
Cesaris
them's
comes
around.
in.
Yep, he's in early.
Berthe with a decent run as he pits from 6th position.
Interesting where these
Rookie.
guys come out then, because they're going to be behind the Mauras.
Yeah, they'll be behind Winkelhock. Well, they're on
You
soft
gain a
to
bit
gate.
out of the exit, but then you're slow just before you get out of it again.
Yeah, Cesaris is miles clear of Tombe and
Yeah, that's
Berthe and Lees,
It goes Cicotto
Sarah
on
and
the boost.
Ginty. It's on the boost goes Cicotto.
Yeah, Vingegaard closed in on him quite a bit, considering it was about 6
I
or 5
wonder-
seconds behind.
As I
But-
said earlier, keep an eye on the Minardis.
That said, that's
They
expected
could
because they're on the soft
throw an
tyres,
upset.
aren't they? Mauras, so I would expect
Yep.
them to undercut quite a lot. Anyway, here comes Brundle with DRS to break away from Daly, but maybe get ahead of L, which is not really the smartest thing he could have done at all.
No,
He's going to be further behind than he was, and he's going to have Tombe on the back of him once he pits.
and they're all going to file into the pits apart from the Minardis. But the Minardis are going to be doing 1 fewer stop than everybody else, and possibly 2 fewer than the Mauras, and they are at this stage... How far ahead of Cesaris are they? Because that's the real gap that I think we've got to watch. They're
Well,
9 seconds clear of Cesaris. I wonder
That's
if
only
going to
come down, though, within the next couple
the
of
Minardis here, and here comes Cesaris on the boost now that Elg has
Yeah,
rejoined
he
ahead of
might... I mean, before they pit, he might be in front of them. That's the problem. Because they're already run for about... Nearly, well, it's going to be about... a couple more laps on those hard tyres.
Yeah.
But by then, I think by maybe the next lap, he might be back within them again, depending on how much he can stay with Winkelhock, which is going to be difficult because Winkelhock is
Here
now
comes Winkelhock
boosting.
on the boost.
Chicotto's now into second, which is not what he probably.
This is great news for Winkelhock. He's right, and he's going to be ahead of his teammate.
Yeah.
Take the lead.
Yeah. Somehow. Chicotto's got boost to use, but not much more. Actually, no, he hasn't. He's used pretty much.
Two of the most impressive performers in qualifying were Nakajima and Schenk in 3rd and 5th on the grid. They are now 19th and 20th.
Yeah, I think that's unfortunate for Schenken, though. He started the race good, but he's just fallen back. Somehow. Well, he did go the lap longer, but the field's so tight. If you go the lap longer, then you just get screwed over, depending on what happens within that lap. He was running in the top 10, and he was far ahead of his teammate, but his teammate's just undercut him.
Yeah, but I suspect it will reverse itself, but we'll see. I think the real disappointment at the moment, looking at the top 8, top 10, are Gisso and Lees, whose teammates are well in the fight, and they've really been disappointing, the pair of them.
Brundle's fallen a bit back from where he was. That was just caused by his overindulgence on boost. He was ahead of Leclerc, and he was...
So Winkelhock has got D'Ange's. D'Ange's in the pits. So Cicotto versus De Cesaris is
where are they,
on
then?
again.
So Martini is just not on the DRS of Schenken, but he's going to.
He's been better than D'Ange's. D'Ange's was very good last season. He beat Cicotto. He was 4th in the championship on countback to Nilsson.
Question is now, what can Winkelhock do with those new tyres? But they're not much more new. They're only 2 laps younger, so whether that's going to be a much benefit to the lead group is a question, but it will be good enough against these guys, so you maybe can get back into the top 10.
Yeah.
But he's going to have to clear a lot of cuts. He's going to have to clear a lot of cuts.
First career win for somebody.
Yeah.
Cesaris or Martini, I expect. Verte, though, is gapping Brundle. He was not the most impressive Formula Junior driver, but he's now, on his debut in Star, looking rather good.
Yes. Just so's sort of been rather an irrelevance in this race. I mean, he's making his way back through, though, as he has done most of his Star career. By this point, he really shouldn't be in the championship.
Steven
He should either
South
be cast away completely or in AIC, but I doubt the latter's going to happen. So I think
Steven South into the top 10.
Yeah. Indeed.
That's not something I expected to be.
No. He was one of the worst performers, I'm pretty sure.
Yes.
He was
not a man who I think was ready
bottom
to
of
be
the pile.
promoted.
No, he wasn't, but we've had a few people like that come to to Star and be quite good. To be fair to him, I mean, he wasn't much worse than his teammate. In individual races, it was just the results that didn't go in his favour.
I mean, Chico Serra wasn't somebody who looked like he was ready to be promoted, and he only finished.
Yeah, but he had a better crack at it. He had a better crack at it in junior. I think.
And Serra's now to 5th.
South only had 2 seasons, but they were 2 seasons where he was bottom of the pile, basically.
Elg is coming towards Cesaris now.
Yeah, I think that was just...
I wonder if he's going to take the lead here.
Yeah. I mean, he's got the younger tyres, so I'd expect him to.
I'd
expect Brundle to come back to Verte as well.
Yeah, the offset may be the downfall of the Italian who is leading.
Yeah, because he's taken out about 2 temps as Brundle to Verte, and Elg has taken away a similar amount.
Now, these two could be fighting over a McLaren seat.
Serra now running in the top 5 amazingly, but he might be in trouble here because I don't think he's got DRS. So Tombe's going to go past him. He's going to go down to... No, he's going to boost though. He's got boost, which is helpful. Now get him
good lap then from Serra. Takes half a second. Now he's he's on the boost. He's going to pass to Cesaris. So De Cesaris really needs to make sure he's
going to get gapped. Well, he's going to get gapped, I think.
He's been gapped already, but he can't afford to lose another position. He needs to get on the boost or do something to make sure he's in a good position.
Quite.
So at the moment, he's not really.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Warwick, is that the first time you've ever seen him in the top 10 in this race? Possibly.
Here we go. Will De Cesaris do the sensible thing? No, he won't.
No, he's going to go ahead.
He'll go ahead.
Which is dumb.
And that probably is going to give Elg the race win.
Probably.
We are now just about half distance. Wonder if anyone will run out of fuel. We saw some runners out in the season opener in AIC yesterday.
Quite.
We might see someone today in Star, but...
Mostly just of importance, Ligier, though. But that's not surprising.
And Reutemann.
Yeah. I think he ran out, obviously, later, though.
Yeah. Right, De Cesare is on the back of Martini, which says that the hard strategy, the two-stop, is dead in the water.
So, what I was saying about, to be fair, it was more about Vincott than Chicotto. They're now, so they're about 10 seconds off the lead, so that's probably out of the question, but points maybe are not. If Vincott can stay in this, because he's got fresher tyres than anyone in terms of mediums. Chicotto's got the freshest.
Yeah, Giusto has made his way through quite nicely, I think. Jesus is going to get DRS on Martini.
Look how far ahead Elg is ahead of Brundle.
So that's good news for De Cesaris, because it might mean that he's ahead of Elg. But I think really, for Elg, it's victory today. His second career victory, won at Monza in his rookie season. Didn't score a single point in his second campaign.
We'll see. Still a bit of this race to go. He's got a good chance. That is, yes, quite true.
The Angels have now come right into this with a bit of boost.
Yeah. I wonder if Mara should have gone onto the medium straight away. I think that would have been the better call.
Well, it's going to be very important for Minardi and Elg. If the Minardis get ahead of Elg, that's a lifeline for De Cesaris. But otherwise, I would really expect Elg to win this race. But I think he's got the gap on Martini. Indeed, he has. So now it's down to De Angelis. It's Ferte in a very comfortable position ahead of Brundle and Serra.
Yeah,
Warwick passes Tombe.
He's just undercutting all the time, so it's not surprising. And he's going to get a good helping of DRS this next lap, because he's going to be quicker than both Minardis.
Yeah, Schenken, Daly and Nakajima have reversed out of their good grid positions.
And Warwick is now doing what he's done a lot in Formula Junior, similar to just so, which is making his way through the field. Now 9th. And he's the one who's obviously undercutting, though. He's going shorter, along with Serra. And they're trying to get back against Brundle, but I think that's probably unlikely. Ferte's going to be in a good position there, because he's going to get DRS and clear further away from Brundle, who's not going to have it.
Well, he might pass Martini too soon.
I think he'll be close enough to De Angelis, though. In any case.
Yeah, he's going to get De Angelis too.
Yeah. Now he's going to be not far away from Elg, but he's got the older tyres, though.
Yeah, I think it is going to be
Don't think he has a pace, though. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Marlborough have got an easy 1-2, which doesn't surprise me. It's a new team, so...
They don't have a better car, though. They haven't got the same thing that we had with the top 4 teams last
No, I know, but I mean, yeah, but it's hard to understand in this game most of the time.
Yeah, indeed. So, that is what it is. I think the real disappointment today is Jeff Lees, who's looked quite good at Team
I'm not
but now he's
surprised by
been
that
in the
one,
top
though.
team. He's not really done anything.
Beyond that Silverstone race, has he done much, really?
Yeah, he's got a few podiums. He was on podiums.
Yeah, but I don't think they've been overwhelmingly convincing performances, have they? He's not.
His victory at the Red Bull Ring was down to strategy. I think his podium at Sepang was very good last season. But yes, I think you are broadly correct.
That's unfortunate for Brundle. Passed before you got DRS.
Serra's now.
That's probably got Ferte's third place. I think he's.
I wonder what Chicotto will be able to do.
Yeah, true. The problem is, though, he's obviously going longer, and every time he just gets caught back up. There goes Serra. Clearing away from De Angelis, which is a smart idea. Because De Angelis is too quick. I know what Brundle's going to do here. He's going to either use his boost before he passes, or he'll pass and just not be close enough now.
Serra doing a big... Sorry, Ferte doing a big move to help Elg.
I think Serra's going to get 4th, maybe, here. No.
Or not.
Okay, maybe not. Oh, here goes Ferte with boosting. That's
Ferte going to go to the lead.
He could beat De Cesaris. Well, no, he can't, because De Cesaris hasn't used his boost. But, I mean, he could now maybe be on... He could maybe now be on pace with him. I mean, he's definitely got 3rd, though, that's for sure, because he's cleared off. I think
big lap is needed for De Cesaris. Oh, he's going to go on the boost. Is that a smart move? I'm not sure.
Probably not.
But
Just so
I
now in the
think
top 10, and now ahead of Warwick.
Yeah. I think Chikota's going to get some points from his strategy. I think he'll probably get the 5th or 4th even.
Probably.
But we'll see. Traffic may be a problem for him.
Quite.
Nakajima from 3rd on the grid with a dreadful, dreadful performance.
That's. I think he's well past his sell-by date in Star, to be quite honest with you.
Yeah, well, Honda
To me, to me, the only idea of keeping him in this championship is just count favourability with the Japanese owners and so on, really. There's no other reason to have him at this point. He's been quite poor. He was poor against Bosell, to be honest. I mean, was he alongside Bosell that short
Yes, he
time?
was briefly for
I mean,
about 5
Bosell
races.
technically
Won the Baku race that was
yeah.
non-championship.
I always think that Nakajima was the one who won that, but no, it was Bosell. That was an excellent performance from him, to be fair, but anyway. We digress.
Well, this is good news because Sucheta is going to be in this lap, but I think he's going to be in from the lead of the race, which is going to be very important. Yeah. And it's possible as well that Fairty will be closer.
I think, though, true. But that would just help El, because then he'll get DRS quite quickly.
It's a very good stint from the Italian, who could be on for his first career win. Fairty in his first ever race could be on for a podium, which I think is fantastic.
I think that's almost likely to be the case. He's too far ahead of everyone else.
Yeah, I think Chikoto is actually the one who's most likely to do something about it. But even then, I'm not convinced he will.
No, because he's not ahead of... He's still about 3 or 4 seconds behind. I mean,
so
by the end of the race,
rejoins
at the end of the race,
behind Nakajima.
On his full stop, he might be able to do something.
Serra's going to get backed up behind DeAngelis. This could cost Serra his potential 4th place. Warwick's ended up behind Stephen South, so that's not gone particularly well for him.
No.
I could guess the podium, but anything below that, I have absolutely no idea.
I've no clue how Warwick's ended up there, because he was far ahead of those guys, but anyway.
Enkin giving DRS to Winkelhock and to Cesaris. This is good news for De Cesaris. And Winkelhock should stay out another lap as well, so this is even better news for De Cesaris if he gets DRS and isn't too badly held up. So it's a Maura 1-2 again. Winkelhock's not done a bad job for someone who was not great in Formula Junior with the BMW Works team.
No.
So there we are. Nakajima, Daly, Schenkin, the back 3 as they were and have been for most of the race. Leclerc seems to have lost out a bit. I think the Minardi's going to end up right at the back.
By the end of the race,
which is simply down to choosing the wrong strategy. Last season, the 2-stop on the hards, I think, was 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th. I think it took all the points positions. It's not worked this season, as Martini's now going to be done by Brundle. As De Cesaris gets DRS again, passes Winkelhock, I think that is going to be a very important move for De Cesaris.
Yeah.
So Winkelhock may give Elg DRS on the next lap, but let's see. De Cesaris leads them with 5 laps to go. From Winkelhock, Elg, Fairty, Brundle, Martini.
On the soft tyres.
Yeah, but he's going to have a lot of traffic, I think. Yeah. He's behind you, so...
He can get back into the top 5, though, as long as those tyres don't...
Because Winkelhock's going to pit, Martini's going to fall away. Brundle may be too... Brundle's not that far ahead, but I think he may be just too far.
Well, he needs DRS, but he's not going to get it now, because he's nowhere near 30.
And on the boost, that's that Chikoto. Yeah, Chikoto is not wasting time. He's moving through.
He could still get... I think he'll only get 4th, really.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to get 30. Serra with this terrible, terrible decision.
Yeah, that's just mindless.
Elg did get DRS on Winkelhock. So Elg is very much still in this because he got DRS from Manfred Winkelhock.
Yeah.
It's going to be 2.5 seconds. 2 seconds back. Yes, Elg is absolutely in this race then.
Yes.
Very, very close.
He's got a bit of boost to use relative to Cesaris, and he's
and he's going now.
It. As is Brundle. And I imagine Furte will react to that pretty quickly as well.
So Elg takes the lead.
Almost immediately he does.
Is De Cesaris going to keep here, get DRS, and take the lead?
Can he stay there, though? That's the question. I don't think...
Yeah, I'm not sure he will be able to.
I think he'll fall back just because of the dirty air, maybe. Especially
through turn 8.
Oh, he's on it.
Oh, he's going to go ahead. He's going to go ahead.
No, he's not.
Oh, he's not.
He timed
That's
it correctly.
perfectly timed.
Yeah.
Something which may not been said much before, but a very smart move from Andrea de Cesaris.
Well, there's been plenty of smart moves from him. He's just been on the unfortunate end of having a similarly paced teammate today, which might cost him just the win. But I don't think there's enough time left now, I don't think. Unless he's going to gain half a second each lap of the two.
Which he would be hard pushed to
Of the
do.
3 that remain, less than 3 now, which I don't think is going to happen, because I don't think a 1 lap difference is all that much. Chicotto tailing off, though, I don't think he's going to get the result that he should have. Because I think his tyres, by the end of the race, are going to be probably similar to the medium tyre runners, I think. So I don't think he's going to get a great result. Just so, though, now recovering to 7th, which might turn into... No, might still be only 7th or 8th because of Tombe. Serra's somehow managed to get 5th from absolute no. I mean, Schenken was better than him earlier in the race, but since Schenken fell back, he's done nothing. He's just been stuck. It's rather disappointing from him. Yeah, I don't think Elga's going to do enough in this lap and a half. Although... he's already taken off 3 temps.
He's definitely closing. He could do something here.
Yeah.
I think he might just be quick enough.
Yeah, and that's another couple to marks, about a 10th or so.
Cesaris is going to need a momentous last lap.
He's going to need 3 sectors to recover it. And he's not getting enough at the moment, really. He's only taking bits here and there. Brundle's the one who's taken out more just in that last sector there, but I think it's still going to be too late for him just as much. Let's see then. First sector, what's the gap?
I think he's going to be there.
No,
2/10. He needs 0.4,
well,
just over 0.3.
Ferde's definitely got third, though. He's managed to gap Brundle in that last sector there. So here comes Elg. He's going to need an almighty lunge.
He may just have it.
No, he's too far back.
He is too far back.
Yeah.
So we'll just so deny Tombe the final point. I think Tombe's got enough pace.
No.
It's going to be Chicotto. But anyway...
Anyway, de Cesaris coming around, as you say, to win his first race in start. It's a 1-2 for Marlborough Jr. Furte third on debut, 4th Brundle debut as well, 5th Serra, 6th Tombe, 7th Chicotto, 8th just so, 9th Brambilla ahead of Ignazio Ginti in 10th. Points only go down to 6th place though, of course, so these are not great positions for people. Wincock 11th, 12th Lees, 13th Leclerc, 14th Warwick, Martini 15th, 16th Stephen South, 17th Schenken, 18th De Angelis. Not a great start from Nardi. 19th Nakajima, and Derek Daly, the reigning Formula Junior champion, on his debut, last place for Project 4. And that is your championship as it is from the first race.
Yep, and that is also a 1-2 on debut for the Marlborough Junior team, who will lead the team's championship from a Curiel route verified in March. So we'll be back next weekend from Yas Island in Abu Dhabi.
Indeed we will.